engine life and improves fuel economy. Okay, so it's an all-in-one solution. Fuel factor is an all-in-one solution. What do I mean by that? We've had so many fuel treatments already in existence. Okay, some of them are doing with just cleaning the injectors, some are just dealing with the piston and various other aspects of the engine and fuel system of the car. But this one does everything. It does everything because it is a superfood. It's a fuel superfood. That's what we call fuel factor. It prolongs engine life and reduces wear. It increases fuel economy and so many other things I have mentioned. And this is because, okay, it has a lot of constituents which the other fuel treatment products don't have. Thank you for going to the next slide. Okay, so I'm going to run us through the various components that make up our unique fuel factor X. Just like Priska said, the economy in Nigeria is not smiling. People are complaining. People are angry. People are getting more frustrated because inflation is biting hard and people are barely able to meet their needs. People are barely able to even have 3 square meals on their tables. So saving money at this point in time is paramount for every home. And so we have an organometallic compound in fuel factor X. This is a catalyst. A catalyst is a compound that speeds up a chemical reaction. So what this organometallic compound in fuel factor does is it makes the fuel in your car, in your generator, the gas, burn longer. It ignites it at a lower temperature so that it is able to burn longer, more completely, and more efficiently. When fuel is able to burn longer, okay, fuel is being used more efficiently. As a result of that, there are less wastages of fuel from the exhaust pipe of cars. There are less production of carbon pollutants, which we have termed as emissions. Now, when there's incomplete combustion, okay, what we have is carbon monoxide, a poisonous gas, which will always be emitted into the atmosphere. But because the organometallic compound burns the fuel at a lower temperature, the fuel is able to burn better, burn for longer period of time, is able to be used more efficiently. Therefore, there's less wastage, less carbon emissions. And when your fuel burns better, longer, completely, you are able to use your fuel for longer distances. So that's why with the use of FFX, you find out that fuel that you used to use for maybe 100 kilometers is now beginning to do 120, 130 kilometers because it's burning better, it's burning longer, it's being used more efficiently, and there is less wastage through the fuel and the engine or car exhaust pipe. Now, the next thing that fuel factor X contains is what we call lubricants. From the name, we know what it does. Okay, so when you even have something that is not moving smoothly and you put a drop of oil, even if it is something like Vaseline, you rub on two irons, okay, where there was friction and you can see wear and tear, you can see the metals, you know, chipping off. You find out that by the time you have put something like Vaseline on ordinary metal, okay, it reduces friction. There's better movement, there's better flow. That's the same thing FFS does for our engine system, for our fuel system. Okay, so it lubricates our pistons, our pumps, and our injectors. And when friction is reduced, wear and tear is also reduced. So that way, our engine lasts better, lasts longer, performs better. Now we have what we call detergents. We have always said that when you want to use fuel factor X for the first time, you need to double dose. You need to double dose. Okay, so assuming you were supposed to have used 10 mil, for instance, for 75 liters, if you're doing it the first time, you now have to use 20 mils. And we say do it 2 times. Some people who don't have very good maintenance culture for their cars, we say do as much as 3 times. Now, what we're trying to achieve is that we're trying to detoxify the fuel system of the car. We're trying to clean up the engine system of the car. Okay, so that where we used to have a lot of sludge in places, the detergents that are in fuel factor X cleans and maintains the injectors and the other parts of the fuel system. So when your car is detoxified, if you're going to take any treatment as a human being, most times they want to detoxify you. Because if you don't detoxify, then your body is most times is not ready to take in the new line of treatment, of therapy. So most times, depending on the kind of ailment a human being has, the first line of action, even when we're using wellness products, is to detoxify. Okay, having done that, you now introduce the new product you want to use in the body, and instantly, in no time, you begin to see results. That's exactly what, okay, the detergents in fuel factor X do for the car system. That's what it does for the car system. It detoxifies it. I remember, okay, sometime in April, May, there was bad fuel that circulated and a lot of cars were knocked. For me, I drive a Sequoia. My engine system was messed up. My injector was messed up. My car couldn't start. A car that was used the day before, we started it in the morning, it refused to start. Did everything, it refused to start until the mechanic came and he said it was a function of bad fuel. Now, I had to spend 75,000 naira unbudgeted in Nigeria of today, okay, to change the entire injector system. And God so kind, it was at about the same time that the order of fuel factor X, which I placed in April when it was relaunched, just came into the country. And since then, I cannot refill my car, okay, without fuel factor X. I cannot refill my car without fuel factor X. So we cannot overemphasize, okay, the use of fuel factor X. Let me just run through the other components and then I will give you my personal experience and testimonials. The next thing that we have, the next component that we have in our fuel factor X are polymerization retardants. Okay, so sometimes when people buy fuel, for me, when I buy fuel before I started using FFX, I don't let it go beyond the water tank because there are a lot of dirt and impurities that come with our fuel when it's being pumped. And it goes and settles at the tank, at the bottom of the tank. So most times, if you let your fuel go beyond a certain level, you find out that these things go right into your entire fuel system and it begins to mess it up. That's why sometimes you have a car, you're driving a car, there's fuel in your car, but it's jerking. And then when you take it to the mechanic and you complain about, you know, what you're going through, he says, oh, madam, it is fuel. Okay, because we have these solids that have come into our fuel system when we bought fuel, lodged in and destabilizing the system. So the polymerization retardants in fuel factor X prevent those solids from forming, thereby keeping our tank and the engine system, the fuel system clean. Please, let's go on to the next slide, Priska. So we're looking at rust and corrosion inhibitors. Okay, this is closely related to the lubricants, but you know, there are two different things. We know that when things are getting rusted on a normal day, in normal life, they'll say put oil, okay? Fine, that's lubrication. For some people, it does the same work, but these ones do specific work. They prevent rust from even forming in our engine system, in our fuel system. They prevent rust and corrosion from forming. Okay, so when they don't form, you don't have them in your engine and fuel system. And so that's why, okay, one of the things that fuel factor X does is that it enhances the performance of your car and prolongs engine life. You can see there's so much emphasis on what it does for the engine system as well as the fuel system. Of course, it's the fuel, okay, that powers the engine. The emulsifiers, as small as a drop of oil, water in your fuel, in the engine, can prevent your car from functioning. So the emulsifiers in the fuel factor X separate water from fuel. A lot of times, in times past, I've had issues with my fuel system, and the mechanic says, madam, you need to clean your tank. And then when they clean the tank, they say, not be fuel, they the cow. More than half of the content of the fuel tank is water. I don't know if any other person has had that experience. Okay, so fuel factor X helps us to do what? To separate this. It helps us to separate it so that even if peradventure, because you know, sometimes the submerged tanks in fuel stations are very close to the water table, underground water table. So water seeps into these tanks. And so, you know, we live in a country where, you know, so many things happen to you and you can't do anything about them. You can't take total responsibility. If everything that happened to us was left to us, I'm sure people will be able to be in better control of their lives. But unfortunately, we live in a place where we don't have standards. We don't have maintenance culture. Okay? I am an environmentalist. Even when we have done environmental impact assessments, okay, the people that be, a lot of times will manipulate things to suit their own purposes. And in some instances, they don't even let us carry out those environmental impact assessments that we need to do for things like fuel stations to be sited in certain areas. Ideally, where the water table is high, a fuel station should not be sited there because the water will always seep into the underground fuel tank. The emulsifiers now helps us so that even when you have, okay, water somehow in your tank, it separates it in such a way that it is only the fuel that can get into your fuel system. Then the next thing I want to talk about is fuel stabilizers. The stabilized fuel, okay, keep them from breaking down or deteriorating. This easily applies to people that use diesel. Most people that use diesel have the overhead diesel tank. And so a lot of people don't use fuel factor directly on the generator tank. They use it in the overhead tank. And most times those are large. I know somebody whose overhead diesel tank is 1,000 liters. And before she started using fuel, FFX, she kept on saying, well, you know, I'm not going to use this fuel up. I'm not going to use this diesel up. Okay, fuel, when we say fuel, okay, it applies to petrol, diesel, or whatever. But now I'm talking of diesel specifically. She says, you know, because it's 1,000 liters, I'm not going to use it up. So she had, you know, fears that over time, the fuel factor would not be able to do what it is supposed to do. But I said to her, no, it has stabilizers. So what the stabilizers do is that, you know, it stabilizes the fuel, prevents it from breaking down. It's the same way it went into the tank, okay, that it remains. And more interestingly, it also prolongs the shelf life of the fuel. It prolongs the shelf life so that, you know, it doesn't deteriorate, it doesn't break down, it doesn't spoil, quote and unquote. I'm using a layman's English now. Okay, so let's go to the next slide, Priska. Thank you. So in a nutshell, okay, that's what these components do. And so that's how come fuel factor X is able to do a lot for us. Okay, let me quickly share my experience here, you know, because we need to run because of time. Let me quickly share my experience here. So I live and lecture in Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. I'm a lecturer at Obafemi Awolowo University in an institute called the African Institute for Science, Policy and Innovation. So we work with policymakers from all over Africa. And my core competence is in air pollution monitoring. Okay, so you can see I'm very much at home with fuel factor and what it does. Okay, not only to our cars, our generators and whatnot, but what it does helps us to do with respect to reduction of emissions and carbon footprints in the environment. So I come to Lagos a lot. As we speak, I'm in Lagos, but I will be traveling back tomorrow. And most times I refuel my car. I make sure I fill my tank, okay, at mobile filling station on the outskirts of Lagos, just before Berger. My car is a 100-liter engine car. It's Sequoia, so it's a big engine. And prior to this time, if I fill my tank and I get to Ibadan, because I don't, like I said, I don't let my fuel go lower than a quarter of a tank. I would normally have to top my tank to put some fuel, not top it now, with 5,000, sometimes 7,000 naira. But ever since I started using fuel factor X, don't forget, I said I started using it since May, okay? I find out that I go from here to Ile-Ife, a distance of approximately 209 kilometers, with a little bit. Most times it fluctuates between 35 and 40 liters. And if you know anything about that route, you know it has a lot of gridlock. By the time you're leaving from here to Berger, there's a lot of hold up. You're getting to Ibadan, there's a lot of hold up. But over time, you know, it happens time and time and time without numbers. The interesting thing is, the more you use fuel factor X, the better your fuel economy. So I found out that, okay, approximately I get about 30 to 40% increase in my fuel economy. And that's approximately also the amount of money I save. For people that use fuel factor, in their cooking gas. We've got a lot of testimonies coming in. We have caterers that used to use 5 days. They used up their 12.5 kilogram cylinder in 5 days. So what it means is that every month they refill their cylinder 6 times. But a lot of them have said that, okay, since they started using fuel factor X, they are getting their cylinders lasting from 8 to 10 days. So I'm going to do a calculation using 8 days for us. Assuming now that they're using fuel factor X, they refuel every 8 days. What it means is that they now refuel 4 times in a month. 4 times 8 is 32. As opposed to when they were refueling 6 times in a month, every 5 days. So where I live, I buy fuel for 10,500 naira. So in the times they used to refill, I'm just talking of refuel because that's what I do more often, okay? So in the days that they used to refill their gas 6 times a month, it means they used to spend 63,000 naira on gas monthly. But having started using FFX and they refill every 8 days, don't worry, you understand what I'm talking about when I say refuel and refill. Gas is also a fuel, okay? So when they now refill every 8 days, they're refilling 4 times a month. 4 times 10.5 is 42,000 naira. So if we take 42,000 naira from 63,000 naira, we're looking at 21,000 naira difference. Take out the cost of fuel factor X, the sachet, okay, which can be used 5 times. For every refill of your 12.5 kga, you use 2 meals. So just take out that cost, 5,000 naira from 21,000 naira. You realize you have saved 16,000 naira. That's just on gas. So I want to leave what it does with your car and with your generator to your imagination. Okay, so that's what I've just said. And let me run through this slide now, okay? Most times, there are 4 scenarios that we have when people start using fuel factor X. The first one says, fuel economy will immediately increase upon initial use and continue to increase until it levels off. I guess that's where I am, okay? And maybe because I service my car, because I travel a lot, I service my car, you know, as at when due. I just did an overdose once. I didn't have to do it times, and I saw a lot of difference between when I started using it and when I wasn't using FFX. So I didn't even bother. I'm talking of my own experience now. It may not be your experience. So if you don't have that maintenance culture, you might find you have to do your double dose maybe once, twice, or even 3 times until what happens? Until you begin to see increase. So this happens in a large percentage of vehicles where they begin to see immediate increase upon initial use. And FFX does what? Improves the quality and burn rate of vehicle. On the other hand, we have another scenario where you see no noticeable change during the first few treatments. And you know, the fuel economy will slowly and steadily increase until it levels out. So that's why I said some people might need to do a double dose more than once, more than twice. I know somebody that it was on his 4th double dose because he never had a good maintenance culture. Okay, but the moment it picked up, it continued to get better until it's at a steady place where he too can say that he gets between 30 to 40%, okay, increased fuel economy. So the slide says this could be due to a number of factors, okay, maybe because you haven't really been having a good maintenance culture. So the fuel factor has to do more work at detoxification. That's the second scenario, okay? Then the third scenario, the fuel economy decreases for the first tank or two. Then it steadily increases over time until it levels off. Again, this is because of what? Dirty engine, lack of maintenance culture. A lot of people in Nigeria I know will fall under here. And then when that happens, they'll say, oh, it's not working. No. It's because, okay, like I say to people, okay, I'm actually going through a weight management process now. I've been on it for a couple of years, and I'm just beginning to get to where I want to be. And then if because I didn't see the result I was desiring in the first year, in the second year, I'm on it. I've been on it for 3 years. And it's just this third year that I'm beginning to see some, okay, green light in the direction that I'm headed. So if in the first year I say, this thing is not working, don't forget that weight, I didn't put it on in 1 day. So it's not going to clear in 1 day. So it all requires patience. That's where this third scenario comes in. Okay? It happens because of what? The work of detoxification that fuel factor has to do. A lot of fuel, bad fuel has gone into the fuel system, has gone into the engine, so it has to do much more work. Then the fourth scenario, it will do what? It will go up immediately. Then sometimes it will drop for a tank or two, and you say, what is happening? This thing is like touch and go. Okay? But as long as you continue, you don't stop, it will get better. It will get better. So with these 4 scenarios, I want us to know that, fuel factor really works. It will just require a lot of patience, assuming you haven't been doing what? Having a good maintenance culture. Let's tell ourselves the truth. It's so easy for us to point our finger at the other person, but there's an Igbo adage, I don't know, that says that, when one finger is pointing at some other person, the other ones are pointing back at you. Now, let me sound, okay, a word of caution. We've talked about using fuel factor X in our cylinder. No matter the size of cylinder, it's the same thing. The content is gas. First and foremost, we know that anytime we have to use gas, we have to be cautious. Please, let's stop putting our gas cylinders inside our kitchens, inside our homes. Let them stay outside. If you're afraid that they're going to be stolen, please build some form of burglary protection for it. If you need to padlock it, padlock it. Okay, we've had a lot of cases where there are leakages, not as a function, even before fuel factor X came into the scene. It just occurred to me, okay, because I know recently we lost a professor in Obafemi Awolowo University, and it was a sad case. He had suffered COVID, so he couldn't even smell. And there was a jerry can that had been used to buy fuel, and for some reason, maybe, I don't know if it was him, okay, that now went to fetch water, and he used it to fetch water. Now he was boiling water, and when he felt that the water wasn't going to be enough for him to take his bath, he opened the jerry can and tried to pour more water into the kettle, and there was an explosion because there was still fuel in that jerry can. So let's be cautious. Let's be cautious whenever we use gas and cylinders. Please, let's leave our cylinders outside in the open space. I guess if the cylinder wasn't there, there wouldn't have been that explosion, and that man burnt to death. It was a pathetic story. Okay, and now coming to the use of FFX with our cylinders, please make sure you use it only in an empty gas cylinder. Use it only in an empty gas cylinder. Depress the central knob very well and inject what quantity you need to inject. Okay, shake it, then refill your gas cylinder. Okay, the truth is, if there's even gas in it and you're depressing that knob, gas will be coming up. So you can't even do what? Put in your fuel factor X. Okay, So at this juncture, I'll hand over to Priska to run us through the compensation plan. Thank you.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much, Ma. I've really enjoyed your presentation. I've learned a lot. Thank you for your time today. A quick one for those of us that are asking about the dosage for gas. This is it. You can also have it on WhatsApp, or you get in touch with the person that invited you. You have this 5 to 6 kg, you use 1 meal, 7 to 9 kg, 1.5, 12 kg, 2 meal, 20 kg, 4 meal. So as the case may be, you use it. So it's really it's a walkover. Yes, thank you, Dr. Chinwe. You did a great job. Yes. All right. So we are going straight to the compensation plan. I will try as much as possible to be fast so that we can cover everything we need to do today. So when it comes to my daily choice, our compensation plan is not the regular MLM compensation plan. It is not what you have known before about compensation plan. For instance, some people, when they hear about binary here, there is a picture that is already in their mind. When they hear about this here, referral bonus, there's a picture they have in their mind. But what we have here is entirely different. That's why I always say, unlearn what you have already known about compensation plan and relearn here. It happened to me. I had to take my time to understand this compensation plan. And that's why I've been hooked to this company, because I know that I can't find anything better than this anywhere else. There are great compensation plans out there, but I know what I want for myself. So if you want to be part of my daily choice is a company that encourages customer acquisition. So the CEO is like, I'm setting up this business. I'm not setting up that it's just going to be people that are going to be doing MLM, referring people to register, to grow and make money. I am going to give out products that even if there is no MLM attached to it, the product will still sell. Customers can still have access to the products. There are so many MLM products, companies today, that the moment you don't have affiliates or people that are doing the MLM type, the business, the product is out of the market. The idea here is for us to have a product and a working system that allows you to walk into the website, get your products, whether you want to do the business or not. It's not a must. So you join either as an affiliate or as a preferred customer. Now, both of them are going to get the products, have access to all my daily choice products on the website. You're going to save up to 20% on products with a subscription. You have access to all sales discounts and promotional offers. So there is no much difference, because you're getting the products at the same amount, the same price. The difference is that the affiliate account is the one that you're going to earn commissions for referring others. That means you want to grow a business here. You have the capacity, your back office has the capacity to earn commissions when others are referred. While the customer account, you also have the capacity to refer others if you want. And when you refer other people, you earn free products. You don't earn money as a customer, you earn free products. It's called customer loyalty purchase, where if you refer up to 3 customers, your next order is free. So this is an interesting way of keeping a company staying there for as long as you want it. Not that the moment there are no promoters, no more business, no more products. No, this is incredible. So If you want to join as an affiliate, because we are talking about people that want to be distributors, that want to be affiliates, that want to run this business. I was chatting, I was speaking with somebody yesterday, and she said that this FFX does not have a saturation point, because this is a product that people are going to be consuming on a daily basis. Just this night, somebody called me and said, Priska, I need FFX. I don't know why I didn't pick a sachet the last time I used the last 2 mil I have, because her own FFX takes her for more than 2 months. This is somebody that at 12.5 kg used to take her for 3 weeks. So she said she was just crying this evening, because she can't just get it tonight, because her gas just finished and she needs to refill, and she needs to do Sunday cooking and all that. So she was literally crying that she didn't pick her FFX before this. So what we are going to look at now is those that want to join as businessmen and women that want to build their business here and grow, earn money, because here we have the opportunity for you to start either as a builder or as an executive. Where you are buying as an executive means that you are going to earn certain commissions at 50%, like the jumpstart bonus. You are going to earn higher, while a builder is earning 30%. The cost for an executive package is 119,550. Builder is 59,400. And there is a volume attached to each package. Executive is 90 PV, builder is 40. When you register as an executive, you get 20 sachets of this product, as you can see in the picture, and 1 bottle, while the builder gets 16 sachets. So even as an executive, it comes cheaper. And these are the 2 main options, but the best option to join the business is the executive option, where you have access to earn or to maximize the compensation plan, because there are lots of limitations with the builder, which you will see as we go on. So number 1 way you earn is the retail profit, where you buy the distributor's package and you retail. And when you retail, you make some profit over 25% of the product's price. On the product price. So if we buy the executive pack, it's coming at about 3,200, and you sell 5,000 naira, which is the retail price. You're making at least 1,500 on each of the sachets that you sell. Same thing applicable to the bottles. So the second way we get paid here is the jumpstart bonus. This bonus is paid weekly. It's paid weekly, and that's what we receive every Thursday. So with up to infinity level, this particular commission is paid up to infinity level. That means you can earn up to any level in your organization. So with that, coming to the point of, I'm going to go to that, how you can earn up to infinity levels, okay? So there's a potential payout of up to 85% of business volume. So this is a lucrative way to generate weekly income while you are growing your organization, because these products, remember, we have customers. Customers are those that create their own account. They just want to buy and use. There are organizations, there are outlets out there that buy this fuel factor X to save money on diesel and gas or fuel. So when they buy, you receive jumpstart bonus. When people also buy any of the packages as affiliates, for the first time, you receive jumpstart bonus. So if you are a builder and you refer a fellow builder, you can see your commission is going to be $9.60, while if you are a builder, you refer an executive, you receive $16. But if you are an executive with 90 PV, you sign up a builder, you receive $21, while you receive $36 if you sign up a fellow executive. So the business volume you can see here, whenever there is a new order, 20% of this business volume goes to your binary volume, while the jumpstart volume is the 80%, which is used to pay you the jumpstart bonus. The binary volume accumulates. This binary commission is paid monthly. So 20% of this binary volume from your affiliate orders in the first calendar month will count towards your binary volume, while the 80% will count towards your jumpstart volume. So let's move on. This is not the end of jumpstart bonus. Now, when we talk about jumpstart bonus, we're talking about referral bonus. Most of the compensation plans I know, when you refer somebody to the system, you earn the jumpstart bonus or referral bonus. When other people in your organization sign up people, you don't get any commission. You have received yours. All that you can receive from those new signups are the volumes. So, but here, if you start as a builder, you are going to earn only on your first or your direct referrals, which is 30% of the jumpstart volume. But if you're an executive, you earn 50% on your first generation, 10% on anything that happens in your second generation, 8% third generation, 5% on fourth generation. And when you grow in rank, because here we grow in ranks from 1K down to master affiliate. So the more you rank, the deeper you earn, the deeper it gets until you get to master affiliate, where you earn 1% to infinity on every single person that does a first-time purchase in your organization, or any customer repeat purchase earns you jumpstart bonus. So this is about the referral bonus. Then the another way we get paid here, I've talked about retail profit, jumpstart bonus. This is customer mastery bonus. This is paid monthly. Now, remember I told you that we have customer accounts too. So these customers walk into the website using your link, they buy products, okay? And when they buy, the company pays you commission. When they come back next month to buy, the company still pays you 50% of the jumpstart volume. So for customers, repeat purchases is always earning you jumpstart bonus. It is only affiliates that pay you only on their first order for jumpstart. Subsequent orders, what you receive is the volume, 100% volume into your binary, which will also pay you at the end of the month. So when you acquire customers in your organization, this is a way of promoting customer acquisition so that we can have people that want to buy these products, because we have an amazing product, people that want to buy these products, not because somebody is cajoling them to come and make money or to come and refer other people. They want to enjoy the products, and that's all. So in your organization, if you are able to generate 5,000 volumes, the company pays you $250. Remember, from that 5,000 volumes, Jumpstart's commission has been paid out already. So up to 1 million customer volume, you are having $20,000. This is an amazing way of encouraging customer acquisition. Then we have the binary commission. Like I told you, our compensation plan is some kind of unique or different from others. Now, when people have come across a lot of people that I try to explain this compensation plan to, and they think that this binary is like, okay, you bring one person on the left, bring another person on the right, then they pay you referral bonus. No, it is not done here. In our referral bonus, the system uses uni-level system, whereby as many people as possible that are signing up in your organization, the company is recognizing them as, or recognizing you as their sponsors. Okay, so let me do a quick drawing here about that before I talk about this binary. Now, this is you. Okay, this is you, and because you have that capacity to bring a lot of people into the business. You bring Mr. A, Mr. B, Mr. C, D, E, and F, and so on. So the system is recognizing you as their sponsor. And whatever they do, the system sees them as your first generation downlines, no matter their position on the binary structure. They can be here and be here. So it's not a must. You can even have 5 people on one leg. All the 5 people you signed up, they are all on your left, and you still receive your jumpstart bonus. You're still receiving other things. So this binary is what helps you or pays you on binary commission, and that is all. The structure is only useful for you to earn binary commission. So this is you now, and you have many people on your left, many people on your right, and your organization is growing, and your binary volume is accumulating on the left and on the right. This volume, remember, 20% from the new registrations. You get your binary volume also from auto shifts, that is affiliates monthly reorder. And then you also get binary volume from spillover from your downline, uplines, even people that are not in your organization, as long as they are under you in the structure here, the binary structure, you receive those volumes. Every single person on that line will receive the volume. So at the end of the month, the system calculates how many volume you have accumulated on your left and on your right. If you're qualified for the binary, you will receive 10% as a builder, 15% as an executive on the lesser leg, the leg that has lesser volume. Like you can see here, 10,000 is the leg that has lesser volume. And the balance, the 10,000 will be removed from your left and right. The balance of 10,000 will be forwarded to the next month in January, and you start accumulating again. So that is how binary is. For you to qualify for binary, you do your monthly 90 BV on the one person on your left and on your right have done. And if you don't qualify, no problem. All the volumes will be forwarded to the next month until you qualify. And then that's bigger money for you too, because when it adds to the one that is coming in the next month, you have not lost anything. So this is binary commission. It is paid every month. Now, we have, sorry, let me clean this. We have, okay. This is a monthly earning potential on binary. For builders, they earn 10% on the lesser leg of lesser volume. And then monthly potential earning is $1,000. Executive is $3,000. 1K, $4,000, down to master affiliate, $2 million. It will interest you to know that we have $1 million earners in this company on a monthly basis. We have $600,000 earners, $200,000, $50,000, depending on how much you have decided that you want to earn monthly. And this payout is done at the end of every month. So all you need to do when you join this business, strive to be part of those binary commission earners. It flows like a river. Then we have the one that flows like an ocean. This is leadership check matching bonus. It's also paid monthly. This truly separates this compensation plan from others in the industry. With a high earning potential from the binary team commissions, leadership check matching is an exciting way to maximize affiliate earnings. Affiliates can earn up to infinity levels of check matching. As you can see here, master affiliates can earn up to infinity. How do you do check match, or how do you earn check matching bonus? From 5K affiliates, you earn 30% of everything that your first level downlines earn in binary commission. For instance, if this month all my team members earned a total of $20,000 in binary commission, that's all my direct first generation downlines, and a total of $20,000. I'm going to be paid 30% of that. it doesn't affect their pay, but the system will calculate 30% of that thing they have earned and give me and pay me. The government will pay me 30%. Then 20% on my second generation, 10% on my third, and 10% on my fourth. Now, if I move from 5K to 10K, I start earning up to level 5. From 10K to 25K, I start earning up to level 6. It keeps going deeper and deeper until you get to master affiliate and you earn to infinity. So every single person in your organization that earns binary commission, you are earning leadership check matching bonus on each of them at the end of every month. This one flows like an ocean. I know what I'm talking about. So we have another way we get paid, rank achievement bonuses. This is a one-time payment you receive whenever you achieve a particular rank within a calendar month. Ranking in My Daily Choice is done monthly, not cumulatively. So if you and your team generate 1,000 volumes this month, you will become 1K affiliate and you receive $100 as a thank you bonus for that achievement. And if you do 5,000, if you move to 5K, you receive $500. If you move to 10,000 volume monthly, you will receive $10,000. I mean, $1,000. If you move to 25,000 volume, I've done 25,000 volume in a month, and you will receive $2,500. Then on and on until you become a master affiliate and you receive $500,000. That is amazing. You know, getting that amount dropped like that, boom, it can terminate poverty in your entire village. All right, so we have another monthly allowance that is unlocked the moment you rank. The moment you rank is the subsequent months, we call it rank maintenance bonus, where if you maintain your rank the next month, you receive $50. And if you move to 5K, you'll be receiving $150 every month. 25K, $500, 500K, $10,000. Master affiliate receives $100,000 every month. So you can call this one your car allowance, or your housing allowance, travel allowance, or whatever you want to name it, so that for those that are asking if the company gives car, you can actually use this allowance to buy a car of your choice, your dream car, the car that you want, not the one given to you. Okay, so we have global bonus pool. This is paid monthly. The company sets aside 2% of each total business volume company-wide for affiliates who master building a team. How do you qualify? Every 4 enrollments in any calendar month, we give you 1 share in the global pool. A minimum of 40 BV for each enrollment. So it can be builder, it can be executive, it can be 1 bottle, it can be, as long as it's a minimum of 40 BV. So 4 enrollments gives you 1 share, 8 enrollments gives you 2 shares, 12 will give you 3 shares, 16, on and on and on. There is no limit to how many shares you can earn as long as you have the capacity. I remember a particular month when we were doing CBD, somebody did 64 enrollments in 1 month. That's incredible. You can imagine how many shares in that 64 enrollments. So it is possible here. So we have monthly rank requirements. If you're an executive, you're required to maintain your rank every month with 90 PV by buying a product in your account that will give you 90 PV or 180 customer PV. What that means is that customers that are buying with your link on the website, through the website, if the total volume they get that month gives you up to 180, it has taken care of your auto ship or reorder. Builder is 40 personal volume or 80 personal customer volume. So whatever it is, if you choose to be buying by yourself or let the customers buy through your link, the choice is yours. So this is the last thing you need to do. If you're joining us for the first time today, here are the steps you need to take. Number one, create your free account with your sponsors link. Select your package, activate your account, and sell and build. Sell and build. That's what we do here. In my daily choice, or in the network marketing industry, rather, you sell and build. We network here, we don't sit work. Yesterday, I was able to make a lot of contacts that are coming into my organization, both as customers and some as affiliates, and that's what we are supposed to do. While you are selling to customers, you also build affiliates. So this is what I want to leave you with tonight. Where there is no vision, people perish, and where there is vision, people flourish. So I want every one of us here tonight to flourish. We have a great vision before us. So what you look at determines what you look like. Look at possibilities. Look at solutions. Don't look at problems, because those who dodge problems dodge progress, according to my father in the Lord, Dr. Pastor Paul Eneche. So I want to thank you all for your time. I'm going to give room for one or two testimonies and questions, then we'll call it a day. So please, if you have any testimony to share, you can signify by raising up your hand, or you have any question, please, you're free to ask. Raise your hand and I will take your question. Can you all hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay. Okay. So please, I'm seeing some new names here tonight. The name that responded, the number, the digits, your name is not there. And then Anawa, I don't think I've seen the name before. Corporate. Okay. Who else? Loveline, Mary Stones, Network Pro, Promise, Aneje, Silvanus Chukwu, and Uchenna Mariana. I think you are all welcome to tonight's call. I'm seeing you for the first time. That's a great one. Thank you for joining. I don't know if you have any question, you can type in the comment box, or yeah, thank you, Network Pro. Okay, Mr. I Champion. Okay, all right. The recorded version. Okay, I will share the link. Thank you for even reminding me. I need to stop the recording now. So it won't be too long.